Good morning. My name is Matt, and I own Anytime Towing in Vermont. I just started a few videos not too long ago about some things you need to think about before buying a tow truck. And these are clearly things that you really need to think about before spending much money on a truck. New or used, doesn't matter. There's a lot of variables. These are, I guess, the 6 top expenses that I could think of as far as running the tow company. New truck, used truck, doesn't really matter. You're pretty much going to have all of these. I mean, maybe you don't have payments on a used truck, but you're definitely going to have the repairs and maintenance to make up for it. But anyways, the first thing we'll start out with is fuel costs, because fuel costs are pretty much one of the top out-of-pocket expenses that you really can't get around. I mean, sure, you could probably get a credit card, a fuel card, something. I tend not to do those things. I did it years ago, and I kind of got lost a few times in the payment or what I was putting out versus what was coming in, and before I knew it, I had a huge gas bill that I just wasn't prepared for. Should have been prepared for it because I'm the one making those calculations, but I just, ever since then, I stopped doing it. It comes right out of my account, and I don't deal with it. There are some gas cards that you can use that give you a few cents off, or some fleet cards, but you pick and choose what you need to do. We pay our taxes at the pumps. I don't have to worry about anything after that, pretty much. If you get bulk delivery, you get it tax exempt, then you got to worry about whether you're paying taxes on the fuel. A lot of factors go into that, so I've always just chosen to pay right out of my account. Maybe we have something we swipe for a discount on the fuel, but it comes right out of my account, and I don't think about the taxes later on in the year. It's just something you throw in your taxes as an expense. So the fuel costs vary depending on how much you're working. If you're running your truck because you're always in it and you're using it for everything, you're going to spend a lot of money on fuel. I rarely get out of a tow truck. I have my own personal vehicles, but rarely do I get out of a tow truck unless it's almost using my other pickup truck for something business-wise, or traveling, or moving a car, out of state. The next big one is insurance costs. It's something that's going to vary, again, on your driving record, how much your truck is worth. It seems to me that my insurance went down when I bought a new truck. I went from liability to full coverage, and at that point I think it changed. I was surprised that it went down when I bought a new truck. When I asked why, they said it was something about the safety features of the truck, the newer trucks. But I wasn't going to argue. Now things have kind of changed. We're right in between. We're getting ready to change insurance companies, kind of the 2019 change. It more has to do with the out-of-state stuff, my limits of range, and all that kind of stuff on the towing end, because we're moving into the transport as well. The next step would be payments. The payments on your truck are obviously what you want. I mean, what you decide to buy. Our brand new International, that truck was $125,000. Our that has a side puller, Jerry-Dan bed, and it's an International. Then we have a Ford F650 that was just over $100,000. That also has a side puller. Your payments vary, depends on what you buy. We have old trucks that are paid for, no payments, but we're working on them. So it's whatever you think you decide. If you got time, or you got somebody that can work on them, then buying a used truck is not a bad plan, in my opinion, or I wouldn't have old trucks. I have new trucks as well. The flatbeds are pretty much the bread and butter. They are always new. We trade them in every few years. The wreckers are generally what I drive most of the time. And I don't care about old trucks, and it seems like we got enough old wreckers to, when one breaks, we can jump into another one. Repairs, again, there you go. Even the new trucks have repairs. I just replaced the